Hello everyone, it's Gojira with another Transformers video, and going to go over a couple of little bits today. Well, one little bit and one very large bit actually. First off, an update in regard to the Transformers Generations Deathsaurus figure. I imagine a lot of people have been watching this very closely to see if it is going to get crowdfunded. And as of the 26th of the 11th, 2022, at 3:45 in the afternoon, the figure stands at 10,648 backers with just over 16 days to go. And you can see a nice CG rendered image of what the toy will look like with its Tier 1 and Tier 2 accessories. I think it's safe to say this is going to get crowdfunded now. Which is really, really nice because I really, really want this figure to go very nicely with my Star Saber, which after the 5th email I have received from Hasbro in the last 2 weeks, I'm hoping is going to be coming next week at some point. I really, really do. But yeah, it looks like this is going to get easily crowdfunded, and maybe, just maybe, we will also hit those 2 additional tiers. Now, I think, if I remember correctly, Hasbro has some sort of video announcement coming up on the 29th. I could be wrong in regard to this figure. Hopefully, they're going to be showing more of the figure off. More of the accessories off, and maybe, possibly, just maybe sweeten the deal with a Tier 3 item as well. Maybe another little figure to go with this one, possibly. You know, fingers crossed, we can only hope. But Tfnation, for those of us who go to Tfnation or have heard of Tfnation, if you haven't heard or been to Tfnation before and you're a Transformers fan, I would highly recommend going. It's a really, really great weekend. First convention in 3 years was held this year in Birmingham at the Hilton Hotel. Over 3 days. Absolutely loved it. I got there late Friday, was there all day Saturday and Sunday. Absolutely had a fantastic time. Took my 5-year-old daughter with me. Second time she's ever been. She really, really enjoyed it. I think it was the fact more that she got more toys than I did on this occasion, which is a little bit worrying to say the least. But anyway, Tfnation have put some ticket prices up on their website, and there's also been some pretty big there's one big guest announcement anyway. Susan Blue, I think that's the right way you say her name, who was the voice of Generation 1 RC and Marissa Fairborn, will be going to the convention. That's a pretty big guest announcement straight off the bat, to say the least. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't really heard of Susan Blue outside of her role as RC. I don't tend to follow voice actors' names, you know. I'm not into like following celebrities and stuff like that. I really, really am not. But I had a look at her page on Wikipedia, and she has done a hell of a lot in the roles in the world of voice acting. She's not just a voice actor, she's a producer, she's a director, she's done everything by the looks of it. So really, really nice to have her coming. I imagine she's going to be able to tell us a hell of a lot about the industry, because she seems to have been involved in every single level of it. But yeah, we'll go over the ticket prices. Now, these prices, I think, are exactly the same for 2023 as 2022, as they're up here on the website. So we're just going to go through these very, very quickly. Not a whole lot seems to have changed. There is one additional thing, though, at the bottom, which I will get to, which I was like, ooh, that sounds interesting. So, again, they are treating Friday as a separate day for the convention, so that means it's going to be a full packed event on Friday as well. £30 for the day tickets. Again, I completely understand why they have done this, because the Friday event has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every single year. It used to be that it was just a little show in the evening, a movie or something or other, and it's grown into a full-blown day now. So I perfectly understand why they are having to charge for this, because you know, the hotel will not give away space for free at the end of the day. So, you know, perfectly understandable. I won't be getting a Friday ticket myself, for the very simple reason I don't get there till like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to miss most of it, and by the time I've gotten dinner, you know, it's getting on fairly late. And my daughter, when we went there this year, was not actually interested in going to anything on the Friday. She just wanted to make a beeline straight for the pool. So I guess that'll be my Friday in 2023 as well. There's the Saturday Plus Early Access ticket, which is £80. Again, that's not something I'll be purchasing myself because I'm not too bothered about getting in there early to the Trader Hall. So it's not something that is overly concerning to me. One thing I will be getting is the standard Saturday ticket, which is £45. That gets me access to all the events, all the panels on Saturday. I can go in and out as I please, so there's no problem there. And again, children up to 15 years of age go free, so I don't have to pay for my little one. And again, ClubCon. I'll be going to ClubCon. It's always a good event. I missed out, unfortunately, this year with ClubCon because I went to the evening show, but I did miss out on Gary Chalk's blues show because by 9 o'clock, my little girl was absolutely shattered. So she was in bed and I had to obviously go with her. So £15 for that. Again, worth it. It's always a good night. And you know, this year they had that whole original movie script event show with the absolutely fantastic slideshow of the images they draw. So they had the guys draw to give you an idea of what the writers were thinking when they first started doing Transformers the movie. Absolutely fantastic show. Really, I mean, you learn stuff that you just had no idea about. You know, it was great. It was absolutely fantastic. And then obviously we've got Sunday, which is £30 per person. Again, children up to the age of 15 go free. And again, it's the same as the Saturday, access to all the panels, access to the Trader Hall. You can come in and out as you please. So, you know, for me, the whole event, I'm looking at £90, which, you know, is to attend the show at the moment, which is, let's be honest, it's a great price. It really is a good price compared to what a lot of other events charge you just to walk through the door and then get autographs and stuff like that. You know, £90 is a really, really good deal at the end of the day. So yeah, fantastic. But now on to the interesting part. We have down here the Legend Pass at £75. Now, this is something similar, I think, to what they were planning to do with Peter Cullen back in 2020. So what you get with this is a guaranteed slot to meet Susan Blue and some extra goodies to mark the occasion. Limited quantities available for each of the 3 event days. An in-person autograph signing in a private function room. One autograph or any one item you wish to bring. Limited edition piece of TFNation artwork signed by Susan Blau, artwork to be confirmed. It'll probably be something to do with RC and Marissa Fairborn, I imagine, in the same shot. A professional digital photograph with Susan Blue to be emailed after the event, and a commemorative souvenir ticket and artwork. Now, I don't know if that covers you, or if that includes your entry for the day in question that you are going, the Saturday or the Sunday, or if this is £75 on top of the access ticket, you know, the £30 and the £45. So I imagine TF Nation will put out their own news event in regard to this at some point, or they probably already have and I've just missed it. I've literally just logged on. But, you know, £75, a one-to-one meeting, nice photo, limited edition, a special edition piece of artwork signed by Susan Blue. That's pretty good actually. It's probably about the same as what you'd pay at, like, I don't know, Comic-Con for just an autograph for some people. So I'd say that's a pretty good price. I'm going to, depending on how it works in relation to the other tickets, I may or may not get it. I don't know yet. I'll have a think about that because I'm still trying to work out my finances a little bit here. But yeah, ticket prices are up. No change for this year in regard to the standard ticket prices, but they have done something a little bit extra if you do want to pay for it in regard to meeting Susan Blue. And given how much this woman has done in the industry, if you go onto her Wikipedia page, she's done a lot. She's done a real hell of a lot. And she's been involved with Transformers quite a fair bit as well. She's been involved with, obviously, G1, Beast Wars, and a few other bits and pieces here and there. So she's very, very familiar with Transformers itself as a brand because she's been involved with it for such a long time. So that's really, really cool. They've also put up, and I was actually surprised by this one. If I go to their news section here, and you'll have to bear with my laptop because it is horrendous. Oh, it's actually loaded pretty quickly. They've actually put up some information already in regard to the ticket price, sorry, not the ticket prices, the hotel prices for the event. So let's have a look. So TFNation 2023 tickets will be available for purchase on Saturday the 3rd of December, which is only, less than a week away. Again, they've been able to secure discounted rooms. Discounted rate bedrooms will be available from the 4th of March. So still a little way to go in order to book rooms. But they're announcing things nice and early, which this is all a very good sign. This is all a very good sign at the end of the day. So how much do the rooms cost? And this is where there is a little bit of bad news because the rates for the rooms have gone up. But they are still pretty discounted from what they would be if you were just going to the hotel for any old event. So the prices are £100 per night for a single bedroom, including breakfast, which is good. £120 per night for a double bedroom with breakfast. £150 for a double or twin bedroom, including breakfast, and £170 for a family bedroom, including breakfast. Now, they have put here, these rates are higher than those you've paid in the past. There's no sugarcoating that, but we hope that they still work for many of you. Now, let's be honest, prices are going up everywhere. Fuel, food, everything. And unfortunately, these costs and increases are being passed down to us, the customer. It's not TF Nation's fault. At the end of the day, they are simply being given the rates by the hotel, and they are still very heavily discounted rates. So I'll be looking at £200 for my room because it's a single bedroom. There's me and my daughter, and if any of you have very young children like I do, you know that even if you double bolt your doors, they still somehow find a way in. They just do. They just do. I don't know how they do it, but they just do. So a single occupancy room will be okay for me. So I'm looking at about £290 really for the hotel and the tickets, which, in all fairness, is still not a bad deal. It's still a pretty damn good deal at the end of the day. So I have no issues with the hotel pricing. It's just what it is at the end of the day. I don't think it's horrendously expensive. I think they've done a very good job at getting us a discounted rate like this at the end of the day, and the ticket prices are still affordable as well. Wrong page, sorry. So, if you can afford to go to Comic-Con for a day, you can afford to go to TF Nation for the weekend. I think, really, because Comic-Con is a much more expensive event. I know this. I've been to one, and it was pretty expensive. So, yeah, I think all good news, decent ticket prices, decent hotel prices, great announcement in regard to Susan Blue and what's going to be available in regard to meeting her. So, all very exciting stuff, all very good stuff. Looking forward to much more information as to who we're going to be getting guest-wise. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and have a very good day.